天偏雨。China's National Observatory has issued its highest-level red alert for rainstorms as Typhoon Bavi is expected to make landfall along the country's eastern coast early Sunday. Heavy to extreme rainfall is forecast across parts of Zhejiang, Fujian, Anhui, and Beijing over the next 24 hours. Some areas could receive up to 500 millimeters of rain, while parts of Taiwan Island may see as much as 800 millimeters. 15 people have died after a tourist boat carrying Indian visitors capsized off Vietnam's southern Phu Quoc Island. The vessel was carrying 32 Indian tourists and 4 crew and service members when it overturned on Saturday afternoon. Authorities are investigating the cause of the accident. Trump says the United States has agreed to continue negotiations with Iran at Tehran's request. But Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Bagay denies Iran made such a request. However, he says Tehran allowed Qatari mediators to hold talks in Iran on Friday as Qatar continues efforts to ease tensions and revive U.S.-Iran negotiations. U.S. media reports a new round of U.S.-Iran talks could take place in Switzerland next week. Meanwhile, Iran's Supreme National Security Council has warned it will retaliate against any attacks on the country's infrastructure following this week's exchange of strikes. James Bowman reports from Washington, D.C. Hundreds of people rallied outside Japan's National Diet Building in Tokyo on Friday to protest a series of policies promoted by Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's government. Organizers said around 27,000 people attended in person, with another 110,000 joining online. Demonstrators accused the government of pushing Japan towards militarization and war, chanting slogans in defense of the country's pacifist constitution.
I'm angry about what the Takaichi administration is doing. It keeps increasing defense spending, but I'd rather see that money used for social welfare instead of military programs.
I feel Japan is heading down the same path it took before World War II. As a Japanese citizen, I believe we must never allow that to happen.
She had been abandoned in Dunhuang by her rich merchant husband.
Dear Mother, blessing and homage. It would be a good day for him who might see you healthy and at ease. And for me, that day would be the best, when we ourselves might see you in good health.
Gary Depot sent us an email informing that he received a voice of courier on 15,245 kilohertz on May the 1st. In the email, he said it was most interesting to hear domestic news from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and that he was very impressed of our program with very nice music, and continued, I am intended to monitor your English language services in the future too. It is very informative to listen to the voice of Korea. Emilia greatly appreciates the honest reporting on events in the DPRK. Mikhail Gasparic and Muhammad Amin Lawal sent us reception reports they made after listening to the English transmission of the Voice of Korea respectively on 15,245 kilohertz and 13,760 kilohertz region 13.